and Alaska has 3.
And Haynes is the official underwear of the PBA. Coach Tim Cone said that without a shadow of a doubt, it's a must-win game para sa Alaska. They do not want to meet this Ginebra team on Sunday.
That's why I mentioned it. It's a now or never situation for Alaska. Here's Chris Daniels coming in. Oh, look at this. A push-off, and they call the offensive foul against Barangay Ginebra.
It's against Helterbrand.
It's something you don't want to happen. You're looking to execute with 27.3 seconds to go. Helterbrand called for the foul. You give Alaska another possession.
That's a third laban kay Helterbrand. And there's a technical foul against JJ Helterbrand. Well, it is a no-choice game here para sa Ginebra.
So you don't want to exacerbate the situation. Helterbrand already called for the personal foul. And then, now he better be careful. He better be careful because
you can easily read the lips of JJ who's saying it's a flop. But our officiating crew, Romy Mangibin, Noe Guevara, and the Chief Justice Noel Kinigin think otherwise. A quick stint on the floor para kay Sam Eman.
And Chris Daniels sitting down. Again, you probably don't want your import to pick up a last foul on the defensive end. Another foul on the defensive end with just so much time left in the first half.
There's a 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 9 to shoot para sa Alaska. 7 seconds on the shot clock. De La Cruz, no go. Rebound for Miller. 4 seconds to go. Sunday Salvacion has the ball. Salvacion bothered by De La Cruz. Excellent defense by Tony De La Cruz. And Alaska Aces protect a 5-point lead, 46-41. And JJ Helterbrand is approaching referee Romy Mangibin. He's still pleading his case earlier when he was called for an offensive foul. And he has to be restrained at this point. An emotional game, understandably. Meantime, let's go to Magumarja.
We are with LA Tenorio. LA, lampas kota ka na in terms of scoring here in the first half with 9 points. Yun ba yung focus mo ngayon? Kailangan mo mag-contribute on the offensive end?
Hindi naman offensively lang. Siyempre defensively. Especially, guard team sila. Talagang kailangan namin mag-focus defensively, especially sa mga guards nila. So, siguro, nakaka-shoot lang kami dahil ng defense namin. So, sana tuloy-tuloy na hanggang second half.
Dati mong sparring partner, Willie Miller, already with 12 points in the first half. Anong kailangan nyo gawin para pigilan siya?
Actually, yun ang kinakatakutan namin ngayon. So, dapat talaga ma-contain namin yung mga guards. Talaga, not only Willie, syempre, in any given time. Sina Mark Cagiwa, JJ, Mike, marami. May Celino Cruz din. So, kailangan lang kami sustain sa defense namin.
Lastly, LA, no? The second quarter, may nakainitan ka. Medyo malaki. Ano nangyari doon?
Hindi, ano lang yun. Siyempre, part of the game. So, medyo natamaan ng konti.
Okay, thank you for your time, Ellen. Good luck in the second half. The Dean will go through the list together with Miko when we return after Newswatch.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Game 3. Mark Cagiwa and Willie Thriller Miller struggle.
Cagiwa, it's strict. Willie Miller's third turnover.
On the Rocket, JC and Dal step up to avert a humiliating sweep.
An instant offense provided by JC and Dal. That's what makes him such a double-edged sword.
The Never Say Die Kings live to fight another day.
For the back picture,
Will the Kings mount a monumental comeback?
Playing more of an offensive tie game than a defensive tie game. Go, 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 go!
Or will the Aces finish them off tonight?
Tama po yan. It's no choice. Do or die basketball para sa Ginebra. They're currently down by 5 points to the Alaska Aces. We're hoping to end it with a victory tonight. Nico Halili kasama si El Decano Sr. Kenito Henson, and Alaska is holding on to that 5-point lead.
It's been a very interesting game. And Alaska going to its execution, very, very precise. They've got a lot more assists and turnovers, as we'll see a little bit later on. But for Barangay Ginebra, if they are able to show more consistency on the defensive end, playing with that zone defense, maybe things could turn their way in the second half.
Let's look at the Dean's list for both teams para malaman natin ang kanilang report card from the first half.
Well, for Barangay Ginebra, 2 check marks out of 3. That's not bad. Their bench firepower has been there, but they haven't been too aggressive, particularly on the offensive end. They've only taken 7 free throw attempts so far. As you remember, in game number 3, they had 37 free throw attempts in the entire stretch. Interior control has been good for them. So far, 29 rebounds for Ginebra and only 24 for Alaska. That's been a key stat this whole series. The team with more rebounds ends up winning the game.
And there's that all-star bench para sa Ginebra. Hoping to survive one more do-or-die game to set up a winner-take-all Game 5 on Sunday.
You know, it's interesting that we have 2 check marks for Ginebra. For Alaska, we also have 2 check marks. Tenorio has broken out here with 9 points. Remember, he was 0 out of 8 from the field in game number 3. Home on the range, that's the next mark. Ginebra already with 6 3-point conversions, but there is no substitute for precision. Look at the assist and turnover ratio of Alaska, 12 and 5 against Ginebra's 10 out of 8. So that's a big check mark for Alaska.
Tenorio is having a big game here now with 11 points.
We were just talking about the breakout.
And it's not just the point. It's not just the point, but the way he has been quarterbacking Alaska in this game.
I think it's leadership. And for LA Tenorio, I think he realizes he sort of let his team down in game number 3 and opened the door here for Barangay Ginebra. He's not going to make that happen 2 in a row.
Aces begin the second half with Baguio, Simpson, Tenorio, Devance, and Toss. And Simpson almost scored that time, but he will take 2 free throws.
You see the unselfish passing here of the Alaska players. Down the baseline, Cyrus Baguio, you know that he can elevate. He could have gone up for a shot, but he opted to go and pass to his import, who was coming in from the outside for a much higher percentage shot.
The foul was against Ronald Tubit, his second personal. Let's go to Magu Marjan.
You know, Miko, Assistant Coach Luigi Trillo of Alaska tells us that they talked about opportunities at the half. Coach Tincon was discussing to the team about not settling for threes, even if Ginebra was giving it to them. They need to also keep dictating the tempo in their second half and continue forcing Ginebra's bigs out of position. And if you guys also notice, Alaska is now down to an 8-man rotation. Coach Luigi says we should expect them to stick to that unless something unforeseen happens. Miko?
Can you imagine if Ginebra tries to stick to a 7-8-man rotation? So many other star players won't get to play.
Nobody knew about the shot clock. And a 24-second shot clock violation. The ball ending up in the hands of, guess who? Chris Daniels. Scoreless so far in this game. What an eyesore.
Your performance, my friend, has been truly inspiring today. Injured hand and all, you're not pulling your punches. I'm in tears. Simpson will be called for an offensive foul. That will be number 4.
And that's big. Diamond Simpson getting one offensive rebound after the other, but couldn't get the shot to fall inside. Look at that blind pass coming from...
What a block by Tubit.
Yeah, for Tenorio, but yes, that block by Tubit. And then forcing his way through.
The specialty of the house.
Oh yeah. He knows how to take the charge, and he can sell it so well.
Intan to Menk. Jump hook. No go. Rebound para kay Tenorio. 9 points ang abante ng Alaska, 50-41 in the early moments of the third. Here's Tenorio over Daniels. A good rebound by Santos, but just couldn't finish. And he got the ball back. And he goes up, and he will take 2 free throws.
That's just unforgivable, the way Barangay Ginebra gave up those possessions. And second chance attempts for Alaska. Chris Daniels not involved in that rebounding situation, by the way. All the Ginebra locals ganging up to try to get that rebound, but not getting it done.
Well, Daniels has more hard fouls on Tenorio than points. He has 2 hard fouls on Tenorio, no points. coach.